What is going on? It's another edition, my Patriots, for conservative news, also known as Joel's News and Views. If this is your first time tuning in, I don't care if it's on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, wherever you're tuning in for the first time, take your time right now, hit the like button. Also, to please, if you can, hit the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell all the way up to the top. So that way, whenever I come on, you can be alerted that I'm in the building. Yes, I got some news for y'all tonight. For everybody joining in, you're going to love this. A lot of news. A lot of news. Uh, so we're going to start it with first things first. Give me one moment here. We are going to, this is what the rundown is going to be tonight. We're talking about the angry protests over the Supreme Court justice selection. We also going to talk about the potential Supreme Court of the United States. Next up, Miss Amy Barrett on Coney Barrett. Get a little backstory about her. We're going to talk about Governor Cumo of New York, who possibly going to be having a National Guard coming in for Election Day. We're also going to talk about some updates from the CDC and a whole lot of other news. I mean, it's a lot tonight packed in. It's probably going to be about an hour plus worth. But hey, that's what we do this for. Like I said, anytime that you got any comments, any concerns, hit to the chat button. I definitely include it to you while I'm doing this news, answer your questions. So without any delay, we jumping right into the first story, not playing no games on it. All right, so this is the first story we're going into. We are going to talk about the angry protests over the Supreme Court vacancy that is targeting residents of the top GOP, aka Republican lawmakers. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, what does that mean? So I'm finna give y'all a little insight of what's going on here. Give me 1 second here. Let me share the screen up here right quick as soon as I bring it up so y'all can see the video of what's going on. Y'all get an insight of what they're dealing with over there. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me go into my right here. Go into this Fox News, share this audio with y'all. Let y'all see exactly what they're dealing with right here. We finna roll it right now. Here we go.
McConnell is trying to secure enough Republican votes to confirm a replacement for Justice Ginsburg, but it'd be very close. Already, Senators Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski say they oppose filling the vacancy before Election Day. Tom Bevan is here. He is the founder and CEO of Real Clear Politics. So, Tom, if you do the math, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. If you do the math, you've got Murkowski and Collins, who are apparently no's. And then you come down to Cory Gardner and Mitt Romney. They're, up in the air right now. It really is going to be very, very tight. And then you have the Martha McSally race in Arizona, where if she loses to Mark Kelly, Mark Kelly could take over that position by November 30th, which changes the dynamic even further. Your thoughts?
Well, the politics of this, as you mentioned, are very, very dicey. Cory Gardner's the only one really in a competitive Senate race that hasn't announced. Obviously, Susan Collins is against, but all the other Republicans that are in tight races, Tom Tillis, Joni Ernst, have said basically that they are in favor of moving forward. So you are left with Cory Gardner and Mitt Romney. Those are the two folks that everyone's talking about. Again, McConnell can lose 3 and still have Vice President Mike Pence come in and be a tiebreaker. But again, that would be, add even more fuel to the fire in terms of this being along partisan lines.
Yeah, I want to play this soundbite from the president talking about Susan Collins and Murkowski today, and then get your thoughts on the flip side of this.
I think Susan Collins is very badly hurt by her statement yesterday, and I think Murkowski is very badly hurt, and she doesn't run for 2 years, but I think this will follow her into the beautiful, and it is a beautiful state of Alaska.
Yeah, and what do you think? Does it hurt their respective races? Does it change their respective races at all on how they come down on this, Tom?
Well, I mean, each of these senators is making their own political calculations as to whether they, and obviously Susan Collins thinks that this is going to benefit her. But again, by coming out and making that statement, she has risked turning off all of the Trump voters the base of the Republican Party in Maine. It's a state that, especially the 2nd congressional district, that went for Trump in 2016. So I think the calculation that the other senators are making, as I mentioned earlier, is that it's absolutely in their interest to be on board in a presidential election year and not to risk, the ire of the base of the Republican Party by going against this. I mean, this is one of the things that Trump ran on. It's one of the things that conservatives and the base like about him. And so to not go forward with a nomination at this point, I think for most Republicans, it would be seen as a real detriment.
Right. And I want to put this on the screen. This is a Fox News poll.
All right, so you seen that part where he said it was a real detriment here. Let me get this off here, right here. Shrink this a little bit right here. Now, I'm finna go and show y'all guys what's really going on at one of the lawmakers' house. I want to say this is Lindsey Graham's house. Let me get off here right quick. Now, this is on Twitter, and this is what's going on that Fox showed once again. That was that Lindsey Graham was facing Monday.
And this morning, protesters gathered outside the home of Republican Senator Lindsey Graham in Southeast.
Go ahead, kick that door.
They're calling for any confirmation of a successor to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg to happen after the election. Senator Graham is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Stop the revolution.
Crazy, isn't it? Wow. A whole mob in front of this man's house. All over the pick of the the Supreme Court Justice. This is crazy. This is nuts, man. This doesn't even seem real. Like they really bugging. They at this man's house early hours of the morning. A mob just going crazy about President Trump having a pick. I don't understand, man. I don't see what's the big deal. It's got to be replaced. Oh, they said kick the door, bro. Kick the door. Kick the door. This is nuts, man. I don't understand the behavior of these folks. And then they want to know why nobody takes them serious. This is why you at someone's residence want to kick their door down, really, dude? Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta grow up sometime. Jesus Christ. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely nuts. I mean, I'm just being real. This is absolutely nuts. Pure pandemonium. I don't know what to say at this point. I do not know what to say at this point. It ain't good. Let's put it to you that way. It ain't good. We got situations like that. That's not good at all. At all. So give me 1 second here. And if the quality looks a little shaky tonight, guys, I'm streaming from my cell phone. Again, like I said before, things are a little crazy right now. I won't have my actual internet up until soon, hopefully soon. But like I said before, any donations to help, that's where I could get it back up and running. So right now I am streaming off my cell phone. So if it's a little choppy, a little crazy looking, please, bear with me. I'm trying to make it go as fitting as possible. So that way we can have good uh good quality. So it don't mess up a little crazy. So we're gonna move right along here. Thank y'all for the love. So after we done seen that go down, we are gonna talk about Trump and his potential pick, which is going to be Mrs. Barrett, Amy, Coney Barrett. He met with her today, actually. Now, Amy Coney Barrett, who sources say is the potential front runner to fill the vacant Supreme Court seat, left following the death of the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Now, the news supported widespread speculation that emerged after Ginsburg's death. Although Trump recently released a lengthy list of potential nominees, he appeared to narrow those down over the weekend when he said he wanted a woman to fill the spot, which is more than fair. I mean, Ruth Ginsburg was a woman. We do need a strong conservative woman. On Monday, Trump said he has narrowed his choices down to 5 potential nominees. While speaking with reporters, he specifically addressed potentially nominating Barbara Lagoa. She's a Cuban American who served on the 11th U.S. District Court of Appeals. She is highly thought of, he said when asked about her. He added, I'm getting a lot of phone calls from a lot of people. She has a lot of support. I don't know her, but I hear she is outstanding. The president told Fox and Friends he intended on waiting until services ended for the late justice. I think it'll be on Friday or Saturday. We want to pay our respects. It looks like we have services on Thursday or Friday, as I understand it. And I think we should, with all due respect for Justice Ginsburg, wait for services to be over. Which is fine. Why wouldn't you? That'd be the right thing to do. Now, Barrett is 48. She's a judge with the Chicago-based U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Circuit. She's conservative. She's pro-life. She's in the Roman Catholic, who clerked for late Justice Antonian Scalia after she graduated from law school. She was one of the handful of judges who were under consideration for former Justice Anthony Kennedy's spot in 2018, which was then filled by the Justice Brett Kavanaugh. But Barrett remained an interest of conservative activists with special attention paid to her position on abortion. We need that. We need someone like that. We need a pro-life conservative woman on the justice. Because let me tell y'all something. I've never been a fan of abortion. I know people say a lot of times, oh, it's a woman's decision. The woman should make the choice to get rid of the baby. Rah, 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 rah. But let me tell you something. Life is important. Life is important. No one asked to be here. We didn't. The person didn't. Nobody has ever been asked in this world today to be here. We were just created under assumption of regular things of life. Now, yeah, there is situations where women get violated and get pregnant, but there is other alternatives too. You got adoption. You have other alternatives, as in, you can raise that child with love and explain to that child what happened and to make them understand that they are not the product of their environment or what happened. There's ways to overcome it. I just think that people just get so emotionally caught up, especially women, on what happened to them that nobody talks to them in the right way to do it. And then when they do all this abortion stuff, a lot of these abortions messes up where they can't reproduce anymore. These are some very brutal abortions. Planned Parenthood was designed so a lot of African American people could not procreate. And then it just got to the point Planned Parenthood just became a money-making business. They never cared about the actual feelings of these young girls. So a lot of young girls getting abortions and stuff, some of them got psychologically messed up. So I'm telling you now, it should not be a choice. It's pro-life. I'm with pro-life. You know, if you know you can't make a baby, some of these people out here making these crazy decisions that didn't get violated, then you should fucking use your common sense and don't do it. If you can't afford to pay for it yourself, you should not go out here and try to afford to pay for a child. That's just simple as that. I mean, that's just facts. And I think that if more people have that kind of mindset, we wouldn't have these issues that we have now when it comes to pro-life. So I hope she gets picked. She sounds like she's very responsible, very good judge. So hopefully, Amy Barrett is the one that he goes with. Now we're going to talk about Cumo is talk about deploying the National Guard on Election Day. I don't even know what in the world going on with Cumo in New York. It seems like New York do not like Cumo at all. I thought Cumo was cool with New York, but man, when I seen that sign they just released this week where they did the farmers had a block party and they put F Cumo, that showed me right then they do not care for that cat. That cat is not on their top 5. Not on their top 5 at all. They do not care for that cat. He is not loved. Cumo is not loved, man. He is not loved at all. That's not good when you're not loved. So Andrew Cumo said he would send National Guard troops to polling locations on Election Day to ensure voters can cast ballots. During a Monday virtual news conference, Cumo, a Democrat, said he offered assistance to local election boards after the June 23 primaries revealed issues with in-person voting. We said to them, learn from that experience. Tell us what you need, he said. According to New York Post, he can use National Guard personnel to help. The news in contrast to Cuomo's reluctance to the Guard to address riots that erupt during protests over the death of George Floyd, a black man who died May 25th while in Minneapolis police custody. In June, President Trump cited New York when he offered to send troops to several cities experiencing unrest. We'll send you National Guard if you want. You have the largest police force in the country, 40,000 people, I understand. But what's going on in New York is terrible. It's terrible of all places, he said during a June 1st conference call with Cuomo and other governors. The next day, Trump blasted Cuomo for not activating the National Guard and his brother CNN journalist Chris Cuomo. Yeah, Chris Cuomo he's definitely near the radical left. I mean, you can tell by how his brother report news. They definitely on that radical left mess, bro. He wasn't going to deploy the National Guard, and that's why the city hates him, because ever since Cuomo and Blasio been on that radical left shit, things have went haywire in those cities. People are actually losing businesses. Businesses are moving out. Nobody don't want to be part of a city where cops can't do their job, or when the cops do their job, they're getting criticized 24/7 for every little thing. Not just one thing, but every little thing. Because everybody has jumped on this Black Lives Matter BS, and all that is a gimmick. That's all it is. It's just a gimmick, man. They don't care about black people. And I say it again, it's the only thing it is a political grab. Because as soon as this election wears off, whether the left wins or our president Trump wins, you are not going to hear from these people that much. They are not going to be on the front lines asking all these questions about what they could do to support people that feel like they are oppressed and not getting these rights. So anyway, Monday, Trump administration designated New York City, and there's some other cities like Portland, Chicago. I want to say Minnesota. I'm about to bring that list to y'all in a minute. Jurisdiction that permit violence and destruction of property in response to violent protests and soaring crime rates in a joint statement. Mayors Bill de Blasio of New York, Jenny Doken of Seattle, and Ted Wheeler of Portland. Oh, Ted Wheeler. He need to sit his ass down somewhere. Said Trump is playing cheap political games. How is he playing cheap political games? Let's talk about this. Ted Wheeler, you had 100+ days to get your city under control. I thought that by the time you went out there to stand hand in hand with these so-called Antifa and Black Lives Matter, and you got your ass beat by the police and by the demonstrators, I thought you would wake up and say, you know what? Maybe I need to get myself together and grow some balls and take care of my city. Let me be the mayor I'm supposed to be. Let me get on the phone with President Trump. Let me get some federal guys back in there. Let me this time get a stronger presence of National Guard. Let me get my city back under control. No, Ted, you did not. You took your tail behind your legs and you went into your little apartment and you prayed for the best. You know, you came out a little bit, made a few statements. Hey, you know, I'm Ted Wheeler. I'm still the mayor of the city. I'm still a little bitch. I'm being realistic about this. This is how he was acting. And then at the end of the day, he turned around and waited until they got really, really, really behind. I'm talking about they started coming to his penthouse. They made him move. He moved like a little girl in the middle of the night for the boogeyman. All because they came to his apartment demanding his behind to come down because they were going to bust his behind. He moved out. Oh, well, not to mention, too, they also tried to burn him out as well because they did throw fire out there. So he burned. He saw the fire. He ran. He ran like a little chicken. So no, Ted Wheeler, you're not fitting to be a mayor for that city. You have gave that city to the Antifa people. You know, the ones with the black, all dressed in black, looking all crazy and rockish. You can let them have your city. How that sound? They the new mayor now. You ain't no damn mayor. You just running around here collecting the check. Oh my God. I'm glad I'm not over the person or the department that's supposed to pay the mayor, because I wouldn't pay him a damn thing for right now. He would have been out of a paycheck for the whole straight 100 days. He would have been stopped getting paid. Ridiculous. If a sorry excuse for a politician, they talk about why. Man, come on. Speaking of that, let's talk about the other cities that are no longer in play with the government and getting funding. Yeah, let's talk about that. Now that is going to be very interesting too, because see, these cities here made the list. They ain't too much talking about that. But I'm gonna talk about it because it need to be talked about. If y'all like the content I'm getting y'all, this is another promotional break here. Please don't forget to donate right here to the Cash App. Also, too, if you don't have that, you can also donate right here. Let me see here. I don't know why is my caption. Give me 1 second. I don't know why my caption not showing. My caption ain't showing. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm gonna try one more time. Anyway, yeah, you can donate to. It didn't want to do what it wants to do. Anyway, you can donate to my Venmo as well too. But my Cash App is definitely on there. So I guess because of my my power right now with my signal, it ain't letting me put that on there. That sucks. But anyway, let's talk about the cities of anarchy. The cities of anarchy right now is as follows: New York, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle. I forgot Seattle. Sorry, guys. Have been dubbed the anarchist jurisdiction. That's right. That's what they are. On Monday, in response to the executive order by the President Donald Trump, the designation meant that those cities could lose federal fund dollars after the Trump administration said they have failed to rail in the violence during the month of civil unrest. In a joint statement Monday, the city's mayor said the move is a political stunt meant to punish democratic cities beset by crisis brought by a deadly pandemic and protests that stretch into several months. No, it's not. It's easy, guys. He gave y'all a choice. You either get yourself together, pull it together, and stop the protest. You got resources. You got the National Guard. You got state police. You can even ask for government police, FBI if you had to. You got resources from the government, from the president to help you, but you don't want to take it. And the reason why you don't want to take it is because you're so busy, want to make all this money. I'm being for real. You so busy want to make all this money. So you feel like if you don't give no National Guard or no nothing to the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter, aka Certain Lives Matter movement, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You gonna get reelected. You gonna get a kumbaya and a hug. And all you doing in the long run is hurting the city or the citizens that are not a part of that mess, that try to go to work, that needs regular city funding and local funding. So I'm glad he's doing it. I really am. I'm glad that President Trump doing it to these cities. Maybe these mayors will wake up. Maybe they'll understand that they're the issue. That they are the issue. All right. Now let's see here. We're going to go into the showdown. I cannot wait. The debate is in 8 days. Trump and Biden. Y'all already know who's going to win this debate. It's going to be Trump all day, man. Biden can't be stumbling on words so bad. That man that talked about there was 200,000 people. I hope not either, Sergi. We have to check and see. But yeah, man, I'm telling you now. I can't wait. I'll see my captions working again while I'm talking to y'all. Let's see what happens here. Nope, it's not working. So I already know how that going. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. This is about to be epic. That debate's going to be lit. Super lit. When I say lit, man, it's going to be super lit. I'm talking about, I already see old boy is going to be stumbling all over his words. He ain't going to know what to do. It's going to be sad but true. He ain't going to know what to do. But it's all good. That's what we need. We need him to keep stumbling. Keep stumbling over them words, Grandpa. Keep on stumbling. We need that from you. The debate's going to be epic. So we're going to talk about the CDC. The CDC deletes the coronavirus airborne transmission guidance. It says the update was a draft version. So the Center of Disease Control and Prevention issued a correction on its website Monday saying a draft of proposed changes, including guidance on airborne transmission of coronavirus, was posted in error. They said it was posted in error. A draft version of proposed changes to these recommendations was posted in error to the agency official website. CDC is currently updating its recommendations regarding airborne transmission of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes, that COVID. Once this process has been completed, the updated language will be posted as written on the website and emailed to Fox News at the time by Jason McDonald on the CDC media team. Now, all of the previously published language in the draft version of Friday regarding airborne transmission was removed from the webpage before noon on Monday. The updated page now says the virus is thought to spread mainly from person to person from close contact and respiratory droplets produced when an infected person talks, sneezes, or talks. We already knew that. They were talking about the droplets and everything too. I'm just to the point now, I'm ready for it to be over. Me personally, I'm not taking no flu shot right now. Not with this pandemic going on. I mean, I have my reasons. I can't tell you right now because I'm currently on YouTube and I don't want to get demonetized. But all I can say is I got my reasons. But if you want to know my reasons, if you follow me on the Patreon, I can tell you more of there what's going on. So let's see what we going right here. Now let's talk about DeSantis. Now that's the governor of Florida. Now, oh yeah, you ain't missed nothing, Miss Vicky. You ain't missed nothing at all. Let me see if I can get you to show your stuff. No, it's not letting me do it. Darn it. Ah, yeah, it's still doing that again. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if it let me show my captions. Trying to play with this thing to show captions. No, it's not letting me. I hate when it does that. All right, I'm back. Anyway, it's kooky tonight. Ain't got that much streaming power, but y'all hanging in there with me, so we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. So getting back to what I was saying about DeSantis. So DeSantis proposing a law to crack down on looters and violent protesters. Now this is the law you want to do, guys. He wants to counter the violent protests that have rocked the state and country since the police custody death of George Floyd. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Vicky. I try to give you all the real news, man. Now, the DeSantis announcement came during a press conference at the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Now, let me tell y'all where Polk County is, because y'all probably like, where the hell is Polk County? Polk County is a little bit past St. Augustine, which is Florida. So you got St. Augustine, Florida, which is St. Johns County. And then when you go past St. Johns County, you go right into Polk County. Polk County is one of them counties in Florida where you got nothing but meth city. Any type of hardcore drug you can think of, meth and heroin, those are the country boys out there in those areas. That's what they do. Yeah, it ain't that big. Oh no, Polk County ain't that big. It is not that big. It's not big as Jacksonville. It's a medium-sized town. Polk County about the size of Glenn County, Georgia. Yeah, they got maybe about 50 to 60,000 people, if that, in the whole county. Yeah, Polk County. Let me look it up for y'all, cause I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Cause that is a good question. Polk County, Florida population. Cause I want to make sure y'all know. Okay, I was wrong. Polk County, Florida is a little bit bigger than what I thought. It's got about 602. It's got about 700,000 people now. Got about 700,000 people. Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. I forgot about that. It's got 724,000 people, but it's near Central Florida. I know it's not that far. Yeah, it's not that far. It's going towards Central, because once you get past St. John's and you start going on downward to Middleburg and then Clay County, and then after that you hit right straight to Polk, because Polk is right going towards the central of Florida. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Polk County. I just know it's off I-95, but yeah, Polk County. That's where he made his announcement at. Under the new law, anyone found guilty of throwing objects at police and law enforcement officers will be sentenced to a minimum 6 months jail sentence. It also imposes felony penalties for protesters who block roadways, topple monuments, or harass people. There are going to be a ton of bricks raining down on you, he said. Florida, like many other states, have experienced weeks of protests that often turn into violent confrontation with people. Then you'll get a third. Then it will categorize you as a third-degree offender, and anyone arrested during protest would not be eligible for bail before the initial court hearing, and anyone convicted from outside of Florida will receive extra penalties. And furthermore, any municipality that try to defund the police will not receive state funding. I think that's the best thing DeSantis could do. I think that's fucking amazing. I'm glad that DeSantis, I ain't really been a fan of DeSantis like that. I really think he's kind of cuckoo a little bit, but I feel him on that. You go out here, you turn up the city, you acting a damn fool. Yeah, you go to jail. You go to jail. You get them third-degree felony charges. You get all these other charges on you, and you don't go out on no bail. You got to sit there for your court date. I think that's amazing. That'll really make you really think about your life. When you up here stuck in jail, you can't go nowhere. Your mama can't bail you out. Your girl can't bail you out. You just sitting there in the jail cell looking retarded. I think that's amazing. I agree. Maybe it's to stop some of this madness. A lot of it anyway. And all these police, these cities that's being fooled and want to defund the police, I'm glad that the governors are stepping up and saying, you know what? You want to defund it? No state funding from you, pal. Congratulations. You ain't getting it from me. You want to defund it? You raise your own money. I think that's good. Now that'll make people start respecting the law. Because I'm telling you, I'm sick of everybody acting like that. A lot of these guys that's been arrested, they don't want to be held accountable. The community don't want to hold them accountable. They want to go after the police officers. They act like the police officers wake up and want to kill people. I mean, damn, they trying to do their job. They damn if they do, they damn if they don't. So yeah, I'm with that, man. I'm with that 130,000%. Again, is this your first time tuning into the broadcast? Because we almost done. Do me a favor. Go ahead. You. I'm talking to you. Go ahead on. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Hit that like button. Also, too, hit that bell. So you'll know when I'm there. So when you get notified. Also, too, if you're on my other platforms, Periscope, don't be scared. Go on and hit that follow button. You know you want to follow me. It's going to be the best damn news you're going to get all day. These are facts. Real facts. So, just trying to see what's going on here. It's funny. Now, this right here. In Louisville, Breonna Taylor case. The judge rules that Louisville police do not have to release investigative file into fatal police shooting of Breonna Taylor. A Louisville judge ruled on Monday that the judge do not have to release an investigative file into fatal police shooting of Breonna Taylor because doing so will harm the integrity of the case, which is still ongoing. Jefferson Circuit Judge Barry Willett further stated that Louisville Metro Police Department does not have to release the file because Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron have not announced whether he will prosecute the officers who fatally shot Taylor in her apartment on March the 13th. Courier Journal reported, under Kentucky law, the file is exempt from disclosure. Willett's decision, signed last Thursday, borrows from a July affidavit from interim LMPD Chief Robert Schroeder, who said the Public Integrity Unit case is still an active ongoing investigation. Schroeder argued that releasing the investigative file early risks substantially harming the investigation and prosecution, harms the magnified by the public attention the case is already received. Well, it's too late. We already done seen most of the file. I don't know what he's talking about. The file is all over the internet now. It's a 43-page document before the night that they went and took her. Hey, what's going on, Six Pack American, man? Hey, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button if it's your first time in. I appreciate you coming in. It's Six Pack American, y'all, from YouTube. He over here. Hey, man, that's fine. We just trying to grow our channel, man. All it takes is one. One in. Hey. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Hey, in fact, you can do me a favor. If you already subscribe, share it on your YouTube, share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. That way everybody can, some more people can subscribe. We just trying to build a channel, brother. That's all we trying to do. We trying to build a brand. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Let me give you my my stuff here. Give me 1 second. Right here, buddy. This is my Facebook link right here, guys. Let me pull it up for y'all. Hold on. Facebook want to be crazy.
No, I can't even play Minecraft because it keeps freezing, and I can't delete it because I won't be able to re-download it. Sorry.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
But then this cat, for some reason, is everywhere. Just because I told him at home.
All right, right here, brother. Anytime you want to on Facebook. Sorry about that. It took a minute. You know how that is. Right here. That is my link to my Facebook page. That's right. Long live America. That's right, baby. It's all about the American dream. That's what I'm trying to promote. That's what I'm trying to preach. So getting back to Breonna Taylor's situation. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's hilarious, bro. I can't, if my thing was working, I would have posted that. That was pretty funny, us Six Pack American. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you, kid, about that, but hey, they say left-handed people supposed to be lucky. So he may be lucky, he may be the exception. So getting back to Breonna Taylor case, I don't know why they act like they scared to release anything. Because it's already been released. It's already out there in the open. There is like a bunch of websites already got the documents of this girl being neck deep, not knee deep, not waist deep. She was neck deep in the dope game. All right. Then they gave the family $12 million. So what else what else gonna happen? Nobody's not gonna go to jail. It'd be asinine. They got $12+ million for her death. Nobody's going to jail at this point. What's probably gonna happen is they're gonna probably either fire the rest of those guys, or the rest of those guys are probably resign and get a job somewhere else. That case is getting wrapped up. That's it. That's all. That's why they gave her $12 million. They did the payout because they already know they don't really have no grounds at all to arrest this girl. Not to mention the rest these cops. Not to mention too, They probably gonna have to pay the boyfriend a little something that she was with. So they'll probably give him a little something because of his stress and stuff. You know, he got his lawyer involved trying to sue them. So they got all these payouts to do to get them off their neck for something that they were trained to do. I mean, they went up here and it was supposed to have been a no-knock order, but they knocked on the door and asked and stated who they were. And the boyfriend didn't hear who they was. So they went and knocked the door in. They knocked the door in. He knew who they was. When he finally figured out what they was that he done shot, I mean, the girl was already in the hallway. I'm still trying to figure out how he didn't get shot, but she got all the bullets. I still think he used it as a shield. But that's my opinion. You know, that's an alleged opinion. You know, it ain't fact. That's that's what I think. But either way it goes, it's a sad situation. She lost her life, but that's the card you play when you playing with the dope game, bro. Everybody knows that. I mean, come on, man. That's like me keep playing with a rattlesnake. Sooner or later, I keep playing with a rattlesnake. I might not get bit by one of them. Sooner or later, one of them gonna bite my behind, and I'm gonna go and get poisoned and may die. That's life. So it's an unfortunate situation, but yeah, I don't see these guys getting no justice. I'm this justice of what they're trying to get. They're not gonna get it. They're not. Those dudes did what they supposed to do. They're walking away. Now, they did say 6 police officers under investigation by the department's professional standing unit for their role in the shooting. A department spokeswoman told the Courier-Journal that the unit which initiated the probe investigates whether officers broke department policies. 5 of the 6 were at Taylor's apartment the night the search warrant was initiated. Now, they said that the police said they are setting up some barricades around the downtown area. Many of the protests has been around a downtown park and City Hall. Federal officials have closed the federal courthouse and other federal buildings for the week. Why y'all still protesting? Why y'all still protesting? The family got $12 million. Let it go, y'all. The girl was not a saint. I don't know why everybody keeps saying she was asleep when they went in. They keep saying she was an EMT. Girl wasn't an EMT. Ain't been an EMT since 2016. She was not asleep. She was in the hallway. She was neck deep in the dope game. There's transcripts, 40-something copies that the media don't want nobody to know about that's talked about this case where she was out here hustling like the men was, messing with the dope boys. So she knew what she was getting into. It's unfortunate she got killed, but those are the cards you dealt when you mess with people like this. And what makes me so mad is they done paid the family out. The officers here lives is going to be ruined because they did their job. And now they still got people protesting talking about they want justice. No, you got your justice. The family got $12 million. They got to give the ambulance chase about damn near $4 million. They got to pay taxes. They're going to take home about damn near $5 million. Congratulations. You just hit the lottery. I mean, come on, man. I'm just sick of this, man. It's sad. It's horrible. It's like nobody has no accountability at all. But again, like I said, that is my opinion. And last up before I get out of here, well, yeah, that's some last up before I get out of here, we're gonna talk about the Louisville police again, and the Kentucky National Guard is being sued by the family of a man killed during the protest. Now, the family of a Louisville barbecue stand owner who fatally shot by law enforcement who was breaking up a crowd during a night of protest has sued the local police department and the Kentucky National Guard for what they believe was a wrongful death. Court papers show David McAtee's mother, Odessa Riley, who is the executor of the estate, and Michelle McAtee, David's niece, are suing the Louisville Metro Police Department, 2 officers in the Kentucky National Guard, for fatally wounding David and striking Michelle with pepper spray balls on June the 1st. Now, the lawsuit, which also names several John Does from both departments, accused the defendants of wrongful death, assault and battery of both David, 53, and Michelle, and excessive use of force, among other offenses. It was announced Monday by local media, including WLK TV, which shared a copy of the court documents online. David McAtee was in the kitchen of his restaurant and barbecue in the West End around 12:15 a.m. when 5 unmarked vans and 2 armored vehicles responded to a report of crowd gathering. 2 minutes and 13 seconds later, the police had blocked the intersection and yelled at a crowd at a food mart to leave, pursued and fired upon those leaving, shot into the door of the restaurant kitchen, striking Mr. McAtee's niece. Michelle shot and killed David McAtee inside the kitchen of his business and home, the lawsuit states. I remember this story. This story here, it was pretty sad. Basically what happened was, they had unrest in the area. The owner, let me give you a backstory of the guy before I get to the night of question. Mr. McAtee owned a barbecue joint, and he used to serve to the officers and everything during the first part of that riot. He's always been a community guy. He always respected the police. But that night, things was getting rowdy. There was a crowd gathering near across the street from their area. So the police, they're trying to disperse the crowd. And you know how these rioters being rowdy, being, disobedient. Well, somebody fired the shot out of the group trying to disperse the crowd, and the shot went through the leg of the niece, and it also hit when he tried to check on the niece. When I guess that second shot came in, it hit him in the chest. Everybody was tore up about what happened, and I think they already knew this was going to happen because this was a truly innocent situation. There were 2 people that were, trying to take care of the community. They wasn't out here rioting. They wasn't outside acting a fool. He was actually in his own residence area trying to take care of the people. So yeah, this is sad. I mean, this one right here, now this is unjustified. Now that's sad. Looking at what they were doing, they were trying to get the crowd under control, and it got out of hand. So I hate that. I hate to see that. But I'm quite sure that there's a lot of people that's probably going to be investigated and lose their jobs out of that. Because there was 18 shots fired. I mean, that was crazy. That was real crazy. Yeah, that was real crazy. And then too, they talking about he left his body on the ground too. So it's sad, man. That was a sad one. That was real sad. So hopefully, man, the family get recuperated. So anyway, after this, I just want to say that, I'm kind of glad that I started this because being able to start this alternative news for everybody, it gives me a little bit of therapy to do this for you guys. And at the same time, it just lets you know, and y'all guys know, that you got a patriot out here that's on the same page. Again, I really care for you guys. I really appreciate the love and support y'all have gave me. Since I've been starting this and going in on a regular basis, I'm up to 400 and I think it's 430 or 450 Twitter followers. My Instagram of my new thing, I'm at about maybe 20 or 30, but I know the YouTube channel, I'm currently at 90 subscribers, which is fine. It's life. I'm not expecting, to blow up overnight. I know YouTube takes time. It's not like it was when it first started out. But again, I appreciate everybody's love and support. I appreciate everybody following me. I appreciate everybody, putting me out there, letting people know that there is somebody out here that loves to give you an alternative news. So before I leave here, do anybody else got anything they want to discuss or they want to, talk about before I dip out? because, like I said, I want to be able to help everybody as much as I can and everything else. All right. Well, that being said, just want to tell everybody thank you once again for everything. I am going to do a podcast tonight. It'll be up on this edition of the news. It'll probably be me talking about what's going on, you know, and being in a little bit more detail. Be on the lookout for that. It'll be on my Twitter page. Follow me on Anchor. And this time, guys, when y'all follow me on Anchor or whatever podcast y'all follow me on Spotify, please do me a favor and give me a review. Because if you give me a review, that'll help me be in a rotation so other people can find me. So that way I could keep that podcast going. Again, I appreciate everything you guys do. I love you guys. God bless America. Stay safe. And remember, only you can hold yourself accountable when you do something wrong. Always remember that. Peace.